But today I have something awesome for you, and that is how to take the pressure off yourself when cold calling. Because let's face it, if you've got a growing business, at some point you're going to get to a level where you're going to cold call. If for nothing else than to expand your network, right? And so cold calling can either be one of these super stressful deals, or it can just be another daily business activity that's required to grow your business. And I prefer to not make it stressful on myself. And so here's how you do that. It's really simple. It's your approach and your mindset. When you're making cold calls, you just have to understand, take the pressure off yourself. It's more than likely you are not going to convert or make a sale or create a customer or add a business team member on a first-time cold call. It'll happen every once in a blue moon. But generally speaking, you need to go in with the expectation and the understanding that my life doesn't depend on this call, and I'm not going to create a customer here, and I'm not going to. And the other thing is, you're gonna change your perspective and your orientation going into that call to where that's not your mission. You don't want it to be your mission to create a customer or your mission to recruit a new business team member on a first-time cold call, because the other person on the other end of the line is going to sense that. I mean, it's just going to come through so clearly to them, and you don't want that. Your point in making a cold call is to grow your network. Your point in making a cold call is so that that won't be a cold market for long. It's going to expand your warm market. And so your real goal in a cold call is simply to make a genuine personal connection and build a new relationship. That's it. And so don't expect to come out of that with a customer. Don't expect to come out of that with a new person joining your business. Like I said, it might happen every once in a blue moon, but if you would just take that pressure off yourself, that's huge. And then, just like the person will sense if you have commission breath, like we like to say, or just like they would sense if you're hunting. I saw somebody comment about hunting. They're also going to sense if you're totally relaxed on the other end of the phone and you're not after creating a sale or making a conversion that call. They're going to sense if you're simply after making a connection and making a friend. And that will take the pressure off them as well. And somebody just asked, so I'll share. It's adamcoaches.com. If it's your first time tuning in, you can check out my website there. I'll give you a reminder at the end too. So going in with that approach on your cold call, here's what I want to encourage you to do. Do very little talking, do a whole lot of listening. Simply ask questions. I like to use FORM, family, occupation, recreation, and then M stands for message, the message you have for them, which at the end of this call, I wouldn't encourage it to be a sales message. I would encourage that your message simply be, hey, the reason that I called today, again, just wanted to connect, get to know you a little bit better, maybe set up our next conversation, and let me know how I can be helpful to you. That's usually my message to people. So when I use that acronym FORM, I like to ask them about their family, their occupation, recreation, what they like to do in their free time. And it doesn't have to be in that order. I kind of let them guide the conversation topics. And then at the end, I'll have the message for them, which is, hey, I'm glad we could make friends today. Let's set up our next phone call because you seem like a really cool person, and let me know how I can be helpful to you. If you treat your cold calls like that, first of all, it's going to accelerate the process of, if that person's going to become a customer or join your business, it's going to accelerate that process if you simply make a connection and strive to make a new friend there. And the other thing is it takes the pressure off you, takes the pressure off them. Your cold calls will go a whole lot better, and it will lead into a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth phone conversation with that person. And you'll actually end up making new friends and expanding your warm market. So just remember, that's the point. When you make your cold call, don't put all this pressure on yourself that you just have to create a new customer there. All right? Just understand you want to make a connection, develop a friendship with that person, and you're going to grow your warm market. You take that approach to your cold calls, and it's going to totally take the fear out of that for you. It'll make cold calls fun because you can call knowing that you're aiming to make a new friend. And if they're not interested in making new friends, well, then they're going to help eliminate themselves from the process for you anyway, right? Because if you're talking with somebody who's not even interested in making friends, why in the world would you want that person as a customer or a part of your business team, right? So makes it easier on everybody if you just take that approach.